What would you do if you were told to create a brand? Let me start with the basics. What exactly is a brand? So, a brand is what your client's gut feeling says regarding their brand. I know, it's confusing. So, let me put it in simpler words for you. It's not what you say it is, it's what they say it is. Come on, I think it's time we show you how it's done. Let's go. Let's start with the process. Our process starts with the content department. The most important thing to start with is understanding your client and building a strong communication with them. And to help us do this, we work on something called the client brief. The client brief is a document that is compiled by Zap Media that makes sure that all the important questions are asked at the first meeting with the client. So the document includes questions like details about your business, pain points for the business, USPs, social media platforms, target audience, and competitors. Don't forget, maintaining communication and asking the right questions are the most important steps we take. Sometimes include questions like what kind of a theme do they prefer, do they have any colors in mind, or any design elements that they would like to specify. Once all of this is specified and compiled into our client brief, our cool and ambitious graphic designers take care of the rest. Our graphic department has been given the client brief and their process starts now. सबसे ज़रूरी और पहला step होता है to get the idea. And to help us do that, the first things our designers do is mind mapping. Mind mapping includes brainstorming together and describing the brand. When the forces combine, we have the perfect mind map ready to shortlist and highlight our brand characteristics. Now we move on to conducting our research. This step is mainly focused on gathering inspiration to create a spark in those creative nerves. We search and we search and we search. And ding, we select a few existing logos that we would take inspiration from. Inspiration to zaruri hai na yaar. Now we highlight our logo characteristics. We do this by pinpointing all the similarities in our shortlisted logos and our mind map. And by now, we have a color palette and a font in mind. Now it's time to switch that thinking mode on, and they start sketching. Our designers now start sketching logo templates. Sometimes we draw one, and sometimes we draw 1,000. Oh, damn, that process though. Hey, wait a minute. I think we have a winner idea. Finally, we have a winner idea. Yay! अब चलते हैं logo design की तरफ. Now our designers add some colors and stylize the fonts. You look back on the reference logos and double check, just to see if we're on the right track. And 3, 2, 1. Look at that! We finally have a logo. Now it is time to show our client their logo. We call this step the brand representation. Abhi tak, graphic designers have successfully managed to turn our client brief into a logo. So we add a logo breakdown that explains to the client the story behind our logo and how it connects with the product. Now it's time for our production team to get into action, and they try to understand the visual aesthetics for the brand. This process starts with conducting research on product shoots that have had a similar brand identity. The production team then compiles a collection of pictures to create a mood board. A mood board is essentially used to show your client the final look and feel the product shoot will have. So once the mood board is ready and approved by the client, it is time to move on to the final stage of the production process. Let's go. It's crunch time, guys. Now you put your money where your mouth is, and let's execute. For the production team, execution requires a little bit of preparation though. You have to completely understand the mood board, understand the tones of your shoot, the colors, the theme, everything. And this prep includes things like storyboarding, equipment list, prop list, and studio prep. Once all of this has been sorted, lights, camera, and action. Once the logo has been approved, we move on to designing their packaging. Now for that, we refer back to our client brief and review some questions. Questions like, what is the product, who is buying the product, and most importantly, where are you selling the product? Once that is figured out, our designers then compile all the material they require in order to design the packaging. Some of the material includes color, structure, content, practicalities, and of course the aesthetics. Lastly, we highlight our USPs and how we intend to showcase them on our packaging. Finally, it is time to turn our designs into reality. Work, work, work. And here we have it. Guys, our packaging is now ready.